Hello, everyone. Today, what I want to discuss is what many people may not think about. Um, Not taking care of your teeth is just simply too expensive. Why do I say that? There are many people who come to us and they tell us, oh, I don't like the dentist, or I'm scared of the dentist, or many different other reasons. Oftentimes, I like to listen to the people and I'm asked them many times, what's the reason why you don't like the dentist? And some of them come up with reasons such as the main one is that they have had a bad experience when they were young. And so because of that, they don't really like to go to the dentist. So what does that cost you? What does it look like to actually not taking care of your teeth and not going to the dentist to make sure that that you do your preventative treatment? What does it cost you? So why do I say that it's too expensive? I say that it's too expensive because if you think about it, oral hygiene is not very costly, per se. So what do you need to do? It's going to cost you in waking up in the morning and even before you go to bed and brushing your teeth twice. So one time in the morning, one time in the evening. So what is that going to cost you? It's going to cost you a toothbrush. It's going to cost you floss because you have to floss at least once a day. So flossing at least once a day, brushing at least twice a day. Many people may decide that they want an electric toothbrush. That is going to be an investment that you're going to be able to use for a little bit. If it's a manual toothbrush, usually we want to advise you to keep it for at least 3 months, but really it's going to depend on, the way the bristles of the toothbrush look. So if they're flared, you know that it's time to change the toothbrush. And when it comes to an electric toothbrush, it's the same thing, but then you would just be changing the brush head. So that would be some of the expenses. Maybe people maybe invest in mouthwash. So when you think about that, it's not that expensive. And also, when you think about, going to your dentist at least twice a year, that's going to cost you maybe your time for you to go and see the dentist, which honestly you can do it maybe on a day when you take your day off. Yes, that's going to cost you as far as maybe not being paid at that time. But if you have PTO, that's going to be covered. Or you can decide to schedule the appointment after hours if the office opens after hours, or before hours if they do so, or maybe on a weekend if the office opens on the weekend. So that would limit, the cost that you would have to pay. So when you don't do those things, what does that look like? Because when you go twice a year, that's going to cost you the exam, the routine exam and x-ray. Like I say, if you have a healthy mouth, that's going to be twice a year. But if you're starting to have diseases, then it's going to be at the discretion of your dentist. So usually your routine exam or the exam that you take twice a year, if you have insurance, that's usually covered. And if you don't have insurance, many offices offer in-house plan, and that's going to be cost effective for you. But when you don't do that, you start developing different problems. You start developing cavities, you start developing gum disease. And at that, like I just said earlier, if you have gum disease, now you have to go and visit the dentist more than twice a year. That's already increasing your cost. When you have cavities, it's going to cost you because you have to now treat the teeth. And so that's going to be more costly for you. If you still, instead of going on a regular basis, and when you do develop cavities where they can be treated maybe with a simple filling, you do not go. That's going to cost you even more because now maybe you would have to the cavity would have reached the nerve and now you need a root canal, and that skyrockets your price. So because when you do a root canal, you would also have to do a build-up and also a crown. So that increases your cost. If you're not able to do that, you're now going to be losing a tooth. And now if you lose a tooth, it's going to cost you. Why? Because now you have to replace that tooth. Why? Because if you don't replace that tooth, it's going to now cause problems with the alignment of your teeth. Many times when a tooth is not opposed by a tooth because it has a tooth that is missing, now it can super erupt, meaning that it either go down lower or up higher, depending on if it's an upper tooth or a lower tooth. So that now to be corrected is going to cost you more, because maybe when that happens, you may end up losing that tooth, which is losing another tooth, or you may need to have a root canal and a crown in order to make sure that, you get the teeth back in alignment. And if your teeth are out of alignment, you may need to go or undergo orthodontic treatment, which is also not cheap. So these, are different ways how you not taking care of your teeth from the beginning, or taking care of your preventative health can end up costing you so much more. And that's just dentally speaking. But if you think about how it affects your health, your overall health, when you start having infection, it can cause you problems in the rest of your body. When you're not eating properly, it can cost you in your nutrition, where you're not able to eat right, and your health can decline that way. Or even, say, for example, you want to get higher in a place, and they may tell you that they cannot discriminate against different type of people. But who is to say, that you did not get a job, maybe because, you had poor oral health, or you had bad breath, or you had missing teeth. Many people don't like to even show up at work that way. That affects their mental health. So, there are many ways that not taking good care of your oral health can end up costing you so much. So my advice to you is that whatever state you are in, whether you don't have any issues or you have developed issues, taking care of your teeth and your mouth from the standpoint where you find yourself is going to be very, very, very beneficial to you, and is going to be more cost effective than not doing so. Because in the long run, the more you neglect your oral health, the more costly it ends up being. So if you are in the area where we are, I am Dr. Valerie Mukanga. I am the owner and founder of Healing Wings Dental. We are located in Arlington, Texas, in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We are here to help you, and we are willing to help you. So please do not hesitate to give us a call at 972-213-0202. And we are located at 4101 West Green Oaks Boulevard, suite number 317 in Arlington, Texas. And if you want to, you can also come on our website, healingwingsdental.com, where you can request an appointment, and we will make space for you, because we want you to regain or to maintain your oral health. We want you to regain your wings so that you can fly high and very high. So this is what we are. This is who we are. My team and I are ready to help you. And so if you find this information helpful, please do not hesitate to like, to share with your friends, with your family members. And also you can subscribe to our social media by typing Healing Wings Dental, either on Facebook or Instagram, and also on LinkedIn, and even our YouTube channel. So with that being said, have a very great day. Be blessed, and make sure that you take good steps, that you prioritize your oral health. And yes, that's what I wanted to tell you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.